नमस्कार, न्यूज 24 टेलिभिजनको कार्यक्रम 6 प्रश्नमा यहाँलाई स्वागत छ। म अरुणदेव जोशी। आज हामी राजनीतिभन्दा अलग हटेर आध्यात्मक कुरा गर्छौं। आध्यात्मक कुरा गर्नलाई आज हामीसँग स्टुडियोमा हामीले निम्त्याएका छौं ओशो रजनीशका भाइ ओशो शैलेन्द्रजीलाई। ओशो शैलेन्द्रजीसँग हामी आध्यात्मका, मेडिटेसनका र समाधिसम्मका कुराहरू गर्छौं र आज हामीले उहाँलाई स्टुडियोमा निम्त्याएका छौं। उहाँ नेपाली भाषा बुझ्नुहुन्न, त्यसैले आजको अन्तर्वार्ता हामीले इङ्ग्लिस भाषामा सञ्चालन गर्ने विचार गरेका छौं। त्यसैले अहिले हामी इङ्ग्लिस भाषामा ओशो शैलेन्द्रजीसँग कुराकानी गर्छौं। ओशो शैलेन्द्रजी, वेलकम टु द शो।
नमस्कार।
नमस्कार। You have been visiting Nepal frequently, right? So how is your teachings going in Nepal?
Going very well. I have been working here since almost last 15 years. I used to live in Chitwan for about 5 years, from 98 till 2003, and since then I am visiting once a year, every year, and so many people are becoming attracted towards Osho meditation techniques. Lot of people have joined.
You have been in Nepal regularly during that period in Chitwan?
हाँ, करीब 4-5 साल में लगातार रहा.
So and now you are during that period you were totally over here in Nepal, and now you are coming here frequently. How the changes has come to Nepal? How you feel about the changes in Nepal during that period and now and going on?
At some time about 10 years ago, the peace of the nation was disturbed a lot, and now it has changed. People are more peaceful, more relaxed. Otherwise there was a subtle tension in everybody's mind. Now that has disappeared. People are more relaxed. They can become more meditative.
So we'll go to your teachings and Osho. Actually, you were the first one to start a prefix Osho, right?
Yeah.
So how do you feel like giving Osho as a prefix to your name?
The word Osho means the one who has got oceanic experience of consciousness. This word was derived from William James' English poetry, in which he has used this word oceanic experience. It means the same as divine consciousness. In India there was one saint, Kabir. He has said, "Boond samani samund mein sokat heri jaye." If a drop of water falls into ocean, it will become ocean itself. It will not be separate from the ocean anymore. So the one drop who is experiencing becoming vast, boundless like ocean, that is called the experience of Osho. So this was not the name of my beloved master. He was called Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh previously, but in the last few months of his life, he asked his name to be changed to Osho, and because of this oceanic experience, the drop is no more there, but the ocean is there.
Lots of people say like you wanted to become heir of the Osho, you wanted to become the part of Osho Rajneesh, so you wanted to use the prefix as a Osho. Is that the thing?
It is not a prefix. It is just a indication that I have experienced the same consciousness, the oceanic consciousness.
So any other people can also get the same consciousness and call themselves the Osho?
Yeah, I have given almost to more than 1,000 people. They are using the same prefix. We have got the list on the internet. More than 1,000 people have got this prefix.
So how could one become Osho?
In Osho Dhara, we have got a system of program. It is just like school and colleges education system. Class by class one goes, and one finishes the course that takes about 27 steps of samadhi. Then the prefix Osho is joined with the name. Okay,
actually, telling about Osho Rajneesh, he always said that one shouldn't follow him. He shouldn't have any followers. Now you all are following him. Actually, it was not against his
Actually, we
wish.
are not followers, we are lovers. So, I don't prefer this word following. We are not following him, but we love him. We love his ideas, and we are living those ideas.
But you follow his teachings and his speeches, all the speeches he was giving.
Following is different than loving. When you love somebody, of course, you get something like that person. Something happens in you also. You are on the same level of emotion, same level of thinking, same level of living. So of course some similarity will be there, but that is not following, that is loving.
Okay, and then Even though you are loving Osho and you have been promoting neo sannyas that Osho once promoted, what actually is this neo sannyas?
New sannyas is different from the traditional sannyas which was going on since thousands of years. In the old sannyas, the person has to renounce the world. He has to leave the family. He has to stop his business and all the worldly activities. He should go to the forests, live in the caves and meditate there. That was the old idea of sannyas. And according to the Hindu tradition, that should happen at the age of 75 or later on.
As a sannyas ashram.
Right. But Osho has changed it. He says anybody, even small children, can take sannyas. That means a will to be meditative, to be loving, to live life joyously. And one has not to leave the world, one has not to renounce the world, one has to live in the family, do all the responsibilities of the family, of the society, whatever the person is doing, and start living meditatively. So something new has to be added to the lifestyle. So this is new sannyas.
Okay, you say there's accepting things, people, circumstances totally as they are.
Right.
So that means you are not trying to experiment the things, not trying to new things. You are if you are accepting things as they are. So you are not trying to new things and experimenting the new things.
We are more focused on ourselves. No, we are not extrovert trying to change the situation outside, but we are introvert. We are trying to change our own mind. We are passing through a self transformation. So these are two kinds of people. Extrovert people, they always blame for their misery, for their tensions, the situations outside, and they start changing the situations. Finally, they will become politicians. And there are other kind of people, we can call them spiritualists. They think it is because of my mind things are looking like this. So if I have to change the things, I have to change myself. I have to change my mind, my pattern of looking at the things. So this is the difference between a sannyasi and worldly person.
Spiritualist, you
right.
see. Like a spiritualist, they say that they wanted to get ultimate truth. And we have once said that search of ultimate truth which have become nightmare for you for a long time, and finally it turned out to be the joke. So what was actually the nightmare and what was the joke? What was that you said?
When one starts taking seriously, the Paramatma is called Satchidanand according to Upanishadic rishis. Sat means truth, the ultimate truth, and Chit means consciousness, and Anand means bliss. But if I start taking it seriously, the bliss disappears and the search for ultimate truth becomes a nightmare. So that is by mistake, it happens like that. But this happens to most of the seekers. They take spiritualism very seriously. Of course, I did the same mistake, but when I discovered the truth, it is hilarious.
Okay, you mean to say there is nothing like such thing like that ultimate truth, such thing like ultimate truth?
No, there is ultimate truth, but to search is away from us, outside us, that becomes nightmare. The truth is within ourselves. You can change the name of truth, you can call it godliness, you can call it divinity or the Atma. It is within ourselves, and when we start seeking as a spiritual seeker, we start seeking outside. So that becomes the nightmare. It is not there.
You want to say the ultimate truth comes by itself?
It is already there within ourselves.
Okay.
So in meditation, when we go deep within ourselves, we find it.
So how could we discover it? By meditation only?
Yes, by meditation. That is the only way. There cannot be any other way.
And what actually is the meditation?
Meditation means a state of awareness without any thinking. When the mind stops completely, there are no thoughts, only thoughtless awareness. In that, suddenly we discover our own consciousness, which is echoing with a kind of divine sound. In Hinduism, it is called the sound of Om. It is already echoing there.
So to gain the ultimate truth from the meditation, how long you have to meditate and how long you have to practice the meditation?
Well, actually, it can happen within a second. It is something beyond time. It is already there. It is not something to be achieved. It is not something to be gained. It is already there. It is the fact within ourselves. The moment we turn inside completely, we find it there.
Is the approach to meditation, also approach to meditation and other approach to meditation are different?
There are little differences. For example, I will compare with Buddhist technique of Vipassana. he has said to focus on the breathing process and then become thoughtless awareness. But Osho has added something more. He said Vipassana can be the second step for the modern people. First step should be catharsis, a kind of let go the mind. Whatever is there suppressed inside the mind, let it be expressed. So for 10 minutes, just go mad. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to laugh, laugh, dance, sing, whatever you want to do. If there is anger, let it be expressed in your empty room. When you are totally finished with whatever was suppressed, it is released, then the mind can come to a silent state. Then Vipassana is possible.
It is what you say, sense of let it go, let go.
Yes.
Okay.
Because modern man is living in under lot of suppressions, mental repressions. As the civilization has grown in past few centuries.
That means first you have to accept yourself, how you are and what you are. You have to accept yourself.
हाँ, अपने आप को स्वीकार करें, अपने मन में जो भी हो रहा है, जो दबा पड़ा है, पहले उसको निकाल दें. तो 10 मिनट का वो समय रहता है ध्यान की प्रोसेस में. एक बार वो सब निकल गया, कचरा कूड़ा बाहर हो गया, तो मन स्वच्छ हो जाता है, साफ सुथरा हो जाता है, और फिर अमनी दशा में पहुंचना, जिसको हम कहें निर्विचार जागरूकता, वह बहुत आसान हो जाती है.
And again talking about Rajनीश, your elder brother, I think you have 6 brothers and 10 sisters, 10 total 10 members. You are the 5th one actually.
Yes.
Yeah, other brothers are also following.
Yes.
Like you say, loving Rajनीश.
Yes, yes. So all my relatives, even my parents, became disciples of Osho. That was something unusual, never happened before in history.
So how you feel like your brother also has become something and you have to follow him or love him?
Well, I am 24 years younger than him. So when I was born, he was already enlightened, he was already awakened. And by the time I became about 10 or 12 years old, so able to understand few things, by that time he was world famous person. So I always saw him as my master, as my teacher. I never felt that he is my brother.
Okay, actually there were lots of controversy during his time that he said himself a Bhagavan Rajनीश. And lots of people say, how can one man in the earth could be Bhagavan?
This word Bhagavan has different meanings in different traditions. Mahavira and Buddha were against the theory of God. They rejected. Mahavir said there is no God, only Atma, only self is there. And Buddha rejected even the idea of God and self. He said there is no self, anatta. Still people called Buddha as Bhagavan and Mahavir as Bhagavan. So their meaning of Bhagavan is different. That means Bhagyavan, the blessed one, the lucky one who has experienced the oceanic consciousness within oneself. So that is the meaning. But the Hindu meaning of Bhagavan or Christian meaning of God is totally different. That means the creator.
So anyone who feels like he have accept the self thing and accept the oceanic thing, he can term himself as a Bhagavan?
Yes.
So you also term yourself as a Bhagavan?
I can use that word, yes.
But you haven't used still.
People don't understand that meaning, so I don't want to create the confusion. Okay. Otherwise this word can be used. It is equivalent to Osho.
Okay, actually talking about Osho's philosophy, there is lots of saying it's related to sex. What is actually that?
There is one book of Osho called From Sex to Superconsciousness, in which he is teaching how to transform the energy of sex into samadhi, into superconsciousness. So somehow people have mistaken this title as he is preaching sex. That's not true. He is teaching against sex, but to go towards superconsciousness, towards samadhi. If somebody says from illness to health, what is the meaning? He is in favor of health, he is against illness. If somebody says from poverty towards luxury, he is in favor of luxury, he is against poverty. Same thing, this title should be taken from sex to superconsciousness.
So that could you means he is against sex?
Of course. He says if you go in superconsciousness, in state of samadhi, sex will disappear. Real brahmacharya will happen.
If I remember correctly, that he has